Okay, I'm going to do a quick little rundown of what I have so far in my pack. And then, I don't know if anybody wants to chime in and suggest something better, something different. Maybe I even have stuff that I don't really going to need. So I'm planning a trip. It's called the Tunxus Blue Trail. So I'm not going to be taking barely any of this. But the pack as it sits right here is 38.5 pounds. Go through some of the stuff real quick. It's a 3-season jacket. Just to use, I'm going to be buying pretty much all new stuff right when I head out. The backpack, I'm going to be getting in a pack from REI. I think there's 150 something or 120 something REI locations across America. So if anything goes wrong with my pack while I'm out there, I should be pretty close to any REI for a replacement under warranty. So I got 3. This is just a pack. I don't know. I got it off Amazon. Just looking to not buy something for hundreds of dollars that I'm going to be practicing in, and probably going to maybe even trash it on my first night out. But we'll go over everything. So I got a 3-season jacket. It fits nicely up there. On the outside here, I got an umbrella. It's a lightweight little Nautica umbrella. Bug spray. Bug spray is a must. It's in there pretty tight. Sunblock is a must. This is my glasses case. There's a pair of reading glasses in there, and will be my sunglasses are in there too. The tent is nothing special. I might actually use it this coming weekend. I'm planning a trip on the Tunxus Trail. It's light. It's just something. I'm actually have an Agnes, big Agnes, that I'm checking out. Very lightweight, pretty durable. Side pocket here. Got hair trimmers. Hair trimmers, they're plug in and charge. Little knife. Little sheath, little fillet knife or whatever if I need it for. Aspirin. Jar too big. I use it. Couple flashlights, little pen lights. I probably need maybe one of these. I plan on getting a USB rechargeable one. My headlamp. I've got 2 of these. High beam. Oh. Double high beam. Huh. Yeah, I got 2 headlamps, USB rechargeable. That's that for that pocket. I was kept looking for a pack with a lot of pockets. I want to keep my stuff organized. I don't want to be constantly having to take everything out to look for one thing. This is jammed in there. I gotta be careful. It's a little winter Carhartt hat, but inside of it I've got my fishing reel. So I've got, this just came in yesterday, string for the reel, and a little tackle kit, which I guess I can open up right now. So I did post a couple videos, didn't do no editing. That's something I still need to practice on, editing and talking. Like when I hear others talk, everybody sounds like game show hosts and talk show hosts, and I seem to kind of be more bothered by my own voice than anything. Very light, not even a pound. Bunch of lures, weights. There's a bunch of hooks in here. There's supposed to be a bunch of, there's a bunch of hooks here. Kind of big. But mostly lures and these fake worms and stuff is what I'm after. This is probably way too big. Okay. Top opens up here. There's a zipper back here. There's nothing in it. I'm trying to keep stuff out of there so it's not too top heavy. But I do have just some tissues I threw up in there and wet wipes. I've got a pack of wet wipes in there. This I think I kind of like this double thing here to keep the top closed. You know, I've got a lot of stuff in here. So on the top there's going to be food. Just kind of seeing how much I got room for what. So this is the harness. This is my harness to keep the phone connected to my chest. Just like I said, another little cheapy thing. Oatmeals. This is 3 days worth of oatmeals at 3 packets each day. With peanut butter. A spoonful, 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter with each bowl. Trail mix. Believe it or not, inside each one of these bags is about 22, maybe 2,300 calories. If I did my math correct, adding everything up. So with 3 days worth of that stuff. I have sleeping quilt. Probably just another cheap thing. Just another cheap thing I bought off Amazon. 1 pound, 20 ounces. I did buy these packing cubes because I thought they were going to help me stay organized, but they seem to kind of take up a little bit more room than they need to. This is a sleeping pad, which I haven't tried out yet. I guess I could tonight set up my tent back here and test the stuff out tonight. I haven't had a chance to really open this stuff up. So here's a packing cube. Okay. A fleece. A couple pairs of gloves. These are Winchester brand. Right? Winchester brand. And then a pair of, I think they're kind of like isotoners or whatever the hell they're called. They're brand new. Khaki pants, khaki shorts. Got another packing cube here. Personal hygiene. Maybe this could be condensed down a little bit. I won't need these boxes. Personal hygiene, very important to me while I'm out there. That's going to be the difference between being a traveler on foot and being a bum with a long beard. My beard trimmers should probably go in here too. And so the Tungsas Trail, I think it's just about 40 miles. I'll have somebody drop me off and probably pick me back up at the other end. It's just about 40 miles of easy to difficult terrain. And I'm only going to be taking 1 night's worth of stuff. So I'm not going to have all this. I'm actually going to use my other backpack that I've been using, which is like a school bag with lots of pockets. So I'm not going to need the jacket. I'll bring the fleece along just in case, or bring just the jacket and forget about the fleece. This is going to be socks and boxers. Overkill right now on socks. But also in here is a pair of boxers. Also in here will be some t-shirts. 3 or 4 t-shirts. And a couple more pairs of boxers. So I'm looking at 38.5 pounds right now. I plan on carrying water with me on the sides. So that's going to be another 3 to 5 pounds, depends on how much water I carry. So I'm looking at, and I have a few more things to buy. A microfiber towel. 2 smaller microfiber towels, one to kind of wipe sweat away and one to wash up with when I'm in locations that I can. Little Stanley cup to boil stuff and cook some stuff in, my oatmeal. Sometime, I don't know when I'm ready, I guess, I am going to have all this on me, and I'm going to walk a large portion of the Appalachian Trail. The whole trail, I think, is something like almost 2,500 to 3,000 miles long. Starts in Maine, ends in Georgia. And from what I've been reading, it's pretty easy to get in and out of the trail and get into small towns not too far off the trail. So that'd be good. This little pillow, I guess I could test this guy out tonight too if I set up my tent. Machete will be, I don't know about the machete. I got to be careful because there's a lot of different states that have different laws, as long as I don't get in trouble. This is a camping stove. Maybe I could try this guy out tonight too. It's very small, but it's heavy. It's very heavy, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This might go. This weighs maybe a couple pounds. That might go. Another compression bag. This has got first aid. This is a first aid kit. Bandages. Oh, there's a pepper spray. This can go in another area too. This is supposed to be good for 100,000 gallons of water. Got some good reviews. This is a flusher to back flush it to keep it clean. So this needs to be organized better. This is pepper spray. Oop, gotta make sure. And the pepper spray is gonna go in its own bag. Because as you can see, did that? You can't, it's gotta stay like that. So that's gonna go in a separate bag by itself. And I just got, it's in here somewhere, antibiotic ointment. That's also going to go in there. Don't need a box. What else we got in here? I've got, as much as I don't think I'm ever going to use it, it's going to be a good idea to keep these. An emergency shelter. Comes with a 8x5 tarp and 20 feet of cord. So it's bright orange on one side and looks like reflectable, like mylar color on the other. Who knows? Maybe it's just bright orange on both sides. And a poncho. Brand new. So I'm not too sure if I'm ever going to use that stuff, which I probably will. In an emergency situation, I'm definitely going to have that stuff around. The bag does come with a rain cover. It's under here. So it's in there and it's like attached. So one of these days I'm going to have to kind of pull it out and see how long it takes me to get that together. And under here I have hiking boots. I don't want to pull them out because they're kind of tricky to get. So underneath here there's a zipper. I can unzip that and make the main compartment much larger. But I think I kind of like this because I'm going to have a pair of walking sneakers for the roads and sidewalks because I plan on doing a lot of sightseeing. It's not going to be all wilderness. So I'm going to be trying to compile a list of maybe 50 to 100 things to see in every state. From waterfalls to natural formations to, like, what did I just see in, like, was it Wisconsin or something like that? It was like ruins that have been underwater for thousands of years. So stuff like that I'd like to see, take pictures and document and share it with everybody. So I am going to be documenting my trip and uploading on YouTube. So I got this to go into my regular belt. And this is just a flashlight. Flashlight with built-in taser. So as long as I don't get in trouble with it, you know, it's flashlight. But I turn it on. Should probably test it on myself before I... And I got one of these, which will fit in my pack, or I can keep it on my shoulder. So this little guy here is going to have my personal stuff in. It's going to stay on my side. My wallet, ID. There's another pepper spray here, which is going to have to... I put it on this thing so I could put it on my belt loop. And then just does that. So it's not going to stop a 800-pound charging grizzly, but something sniffing around my feet or anything, just enough to scare it. Extra pair of laces, which I'm going to upgrade all my laces to like little paracord shoelaces, just in case. Earbuds, lip balm, and this guy here. This is a worthless pocket. There's another headlamp here, another backup headlamp. This is an external hard drive. Another pair of earbuds. Another pair of earbuds. I like these ones in here. They're made by Wise. I have Android, so when they're in, I can literally activate Alexa hands-free. I could just say, Alexa, give me directions to this, and it's just all hands-free, which is nice. They stopped making them. Then the larger pocket. So in here, there was a couple wires in here. And in here, I've got a power pack, and there'll be an extra cell phone and wires. I will be getting a solar pack. I still have to do a lot of research on it. I've been looking, and some of them have not so good reviews. So the solar pack will help keep my stuff charged. And that's it. That's all my stuff so far. I got some more clothing to put in there. A microfiber towel. A couple of microfiber like washcloths type size. What else? But it's heavy. Now I'm getting up to about 40 to 45 pounds. I imagine at some points I'm going to be a lot closer to 50. That'll slowly start to dwindle down as I eat away the food and drink the water. Drop me some recommendations of places to see. Different, just awesome stuff. Just different stuff to see. Or if you're looking at my gear and you're like, that stuff is absolutely pointless. I've been backpacking for 150 years and I've never needed a little wood-burning camping stove. Which, you know what? If I put my tent up tonight, we're going to test this little guy out. We're going to test everything. We're going to test the tent I had up overnight. The tent is good. Easy to set up. Easy to break down. We'll test out my air pad. Test out the pillow. We'll test out the blanket. And just the general comfortableness of laying down in a tent. So there it is. I hope maybe in a couple days of just testing out some of this stuff here.